Guys. Joe and Pat's. They renovated the joint. Looks nice. Gonna grab a few pies. The legendary Joe and Pat's. Let's go eat. So we started off with the antipasto for $28. Look at this thing. It can feed 4. Mussels marinara, fried calamari, shrimp parm, baked clams. Me, the mark of a good fried calamari is the tentacles. If the tentacles are juicy and tender and not dry, then you know the calamari is going to be good. Look at that marinara dipping sauce. A little runny. I love a runny marinara on my pasta. But when it comes to dipping fish, I prefer a thicker consistency. Nevertheless, fresh sauce. Look at the garlic. It was delicious. And, you know, the shrimp was kind of a letdown. Can't really place why. Perhaps a little undersalted, but that could be remedied real easily. The baked clams, plumpy. The clam didn't get lost under the breading. And the mussels were nice and juicy, and they weren't shriveled. Look at that. Look at all the garlic in that tomato sauce on the mussel. The main event, guys. Now here we have the regular pie, the regular Joe and Pat's pie. It's got its own look. There's nothing like it in the world. And I reviewed their margarita. I reviewed their vodka pie. Never reviewed this. A pizza that I've been eating for over 26 years. Oh, man. Look at the coulis. Look at that coulis on that pizza. Nice leoparding there. Good pattern. So, one thing about Joe and Pat's, it's never going to flop on you. And you know what? For a thin crust, this pizza is absolutely loaded with sauce and cheese. Look at that, guys. I'm not kidding. This is a very thin pie. And it holds up. The crust holds up. And it's quite astonishing. And that's why I call the Joe and Pat's pie the freak. I was plucking cheese off the plate. Strings of cheese were oozing out. I got to say, though, one thing that I had to do was salt it up because of the crust more than anything. The cheese was phenomenal. Sauce, perfectly seasoned. The crust seemed to lack salt. And I had to compensate by putting salt on that beautiful cheese and sauce there, which helped, but not really, because it was the crust. Oh, bang. All right, let's move in. All right, look at the aeration. The cheese almost resembles a fresh mozzarella. It's not. It's a very high quality, low moisture mozzarella. I had to put a little salt, guys. It wasn't a big gripe. You know, a minor gripe. The crust was just not salty enough. So maybe something happened when they were making the dough. Again, look at that. You'll get a paper cut. If you ain't careful separating a slice from this pie, that thing is so thin, man. It's going to cut you. Look at that. I like how the cheese is splotched on. Gives Joe and Pat's that signature look. You can get that at Ruby Rosa as well. They own that place. Sauce recipe reminded me of Ruby Rosa. Kind of runny sauce the way I like it, pulpy. You could see the seeds in the sauce. So fresh. There's another look at that leoparding. Little bitterness coming from it too, which isn't bad for a gas oven. They use a fish oven, which is a bagel oven. 8-2. That day, Joe and Pat's was an 8.2 for me. I've had this pizza 100 times. Could it have been better? Maybe a little. It felt like a snack. You know, the Joe and Pat's pie feels like a snack. And it's kind of a tavern pie in a sense. In spirit, it definitely is sort of a tavern pie. Delicious. 8.2, Joe and Pat's since 1960. Original location.